Hello, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Andrew Escobar here. It's been about maybe 1 or 2 hours since I last made a video here on December 21st, 2012. So far, still here, not dead, no cataclysmic events. How unfortunate. I was really hoping something interesting would happen. But the most interesting thing that's happened so far is me realizing that the upload files for these videos are so incredibly large that I'm not going to be able to all upload them today. I've been uploading since like 8 hours ago, and I've only got 2 of the videos that I've made up there so far, which is highly unfortunate. And in case you're wondering, yeah, I am laying here in the bed, just chilling, waiting for Doom, possibly playing Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. Congrats to anyone who got that reference. So, yeah. Just chilling, kind of bored, staring at the LED lights in my room as they blind me. Love LED lights. One day my house is going to just be all LED lights because, I'm up at night all the time. So, electric bills can get a little crazy. But the LEDs help to mitigate that issue. So, it's about, I don't have my phone on me and I don't wear a watch anymore. I really need to get a new one. Anyway, it's about 6 to 6:30 p.m. right now, and still nothing has happened. Now, you may be asking yourself, Andrew, if you don't think anything's going to happen, why are you recording anything? I always record everything. And that's what I'm doing right now. This would be a fun thing to look back on one day. And be like, hey, do you remember when the world was supposed to end? And everyone's going to be like, which time? And I'd be like, dude, 2012. And they're going to be like, yeah, I totally remember. There's going to be parties everywhere that I'm not going to be at because my car is being a herp derp. She needs to be fixed. My poor derpy is, as you've seen in a previous video, still being fixed. Hopefully, should be fixed relatively soon. Assuming that's the case, I'll be able to make it to Christmas, or the Christmas parties that I'm supposed to be going to. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there's not really too much to talk about. I've exhausted just about every subject that's worth killing time with thus far. But from the wee hours of the early morning to the afternoon, things seem to be very tame. It is no longer windy outside, by the way. The wind has definitely died down. However, it has gotten considerably colder, technically. Now, the cold with the wind chill was something to fear, because it probably felt like it was in the negatives. But the actual temperature now is technically lower, but without any wind chill, so go ahead and calculate whatever you want. It's not going to feel as cold. Long story short. I may actually go out for end-of-the-world hot dogs at one of my favorite hot dog joints down the street. Did you know that in Chicago, in a lot of places where they serve Chicago-style hot dogs, you ask for ketchup, they'll kick you out of the store, and you won't even get your food? Apparently, I learned this the other day, because I was talking about it at the hot dog joint that I always go to, right? And they were telling me, yeah, there's like a Vienna factory in Chicago, right? And they got a store attached to the Vienna factory for fresh Vienna hot dogs. Sounds great, right? Well, I'm the kind of guy who only likes ketchup on his hot dog. So if I were to ask for ketchup on the hot dog, there's a giant sign in the store that says, no ketchup on hot dogs. Don't even ask. So, apparently if you ask for ketchup on a hot dog, they will straight up kick you out. Apparently it is a social sin to ask for ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago. Apparently it's just like, it's like, I don't know what to compare that to, actually. And that surprises me, because I've lived in Chicago. I've lived on the southwest side of Chicago in some pretty bad areas, and I've had hot dogs. And I've only eaten ketchup on my hot dogs. I don't like all those extra fillers like pickles and tomatoes and relish and mustard. That's all disgusting to me. I'm a very particular eater. Although recently my tastes have changed. I used to hate cheese, but now I eat a lot of cheese. And things like that. So maybe my tastes have adjusted. Maybe I could get used to a Chicago style hot dog. I have yet to try one, but as far as I'm concerned, I still prefer just ketchup only, so apparently I'm not socially acceptable in Chicago because I don't have anything other than ketchup on my hot dog. So if you ask for ketchup at all, they'll break your legs, da bears. No, I don't know. I don't know anyone who actually talks like that. The Chicago accent. I have family that's lived in Chicago all their lives. I have not seen anyone with a Chicago accent. Like, hey, da bears. That kind of accent. Never seen it. May have heard it. But I'm just kidding. I don't think I've ever heard it. Chicago's a pretty wild place, man. I was at my uncle's wedding. Almost said funeral. Wait a minute. They're not going to that at a funeral. Anyway, I was at my uncle's wedding. And I was one of the ushers for the wedding. I had a tuxedo on. I looked like a freaking mob boss. It was hilarious. And me, my dad, my brother, and my cousins were all, or at least me and my cousins, my brother were all ushers. My dad was one of the best men, I think. Anyway, we were walking down the streets, and this was downtown Chicago, hustle and bustle and everything. We were walking downtown, right? And we're in tuxedos, walking down the streets. That's very out of place to be wearing a tuxedo, by the way, is walking down the streets. And this drunk chick in a taxi puts her head out and yells at us, "Hey, where's the party at?" I just immediately respond, "In my pants." I think that was the greatest comeback of my life. No one showed up for the party, though. Anyway. So, yeah. Chicago's a wild place, man. They've got like 2-story tall McDonald's. Like, what? It's crazy. I mean, I'm a nocturnal guy, and, there's a lot of things to do with the nightlife in Chicago, man. But, man, I would not walk around in Chicago at night. Bad things happen. Unless I had a gun on me, there's no way I would actually do that. But, yeah, Chicago, there's probably a lot of end-of-the-world parties in Chicago, and provided we make it to New Year's, if the world doesn't end in the next few hours. Provided we make it to New Year's, there's always the annual ball drop thing where they got, like, the tower, and they count down 10, 9, 8, and everyone in frickin' Australia is like, "Whoa, mate, these guys over here haven't realised that it's actually the next year." So, yeah. That's the thing about time zones, man, is there's 4 New Year's celebrations in the United States. All of them an hour apart from each other. Because of 4 different time zones. So, lol. When does it actually become the next year? Is the real question. And I think that's why we have global time zones to help GMT things. Kind of help even out that issue. Nevertheless, so I'm surprised my arm hasn't gotten tired yet, because I'm holding this thing straight up in the air. I'm a freaking god. No, I'm just kidding. I am Hercules. Hear me roar. Yeah. Anyway, so I guarantee there's end of the world parties going on in Chicago right now, but that's a number of hours of driving, especially around this time of year, when holiday traffic is going everywhere, man. So, could take a nap. Don't really want to, though. I could play a game, but I'm bored of games. I just got recently done playing Dishonored on my computer. The game was definitely not all that it was cracked up to be. Very overhyped, unfortunately. I wanted it to be what I wanted it to be, but it just wasn't, unfortunately. Nothing like the game trailers. So, looks like I'm going to be jumping back to Minecraft, or in this case, Tekkit. Actually, it depends on what the hell version I want to play. Me and my friends, we play on my server, and sometimes we play Hack/Mine, sometimes we play Tekkit. Not Technic, Tekkit, because it's the server-friendly version. And sometimes we play vanilla. Sometimes we spice up vanilla a little bit by doing an adventure map. Minecraft is one of those games where it's like, it gets old, and then you stop playing it, and then you're like, why did we stop playing it? You start playing again, and it's like, this is awesome. And it's like, every time you think Minecraft has nothing left to offer, they add something new that makes it worth playing again. Which is great, in my opinion. Who knew Java could do so much? Actually, I do, because I used to take programming classes back in high school. But, I never got to do the advanced programming with Java because there wasn't enough people who wanted to take that class, unfortunately. Fuck me, right? So, as much as I'd love to continue rambling on, there really isn't much of anything to ramble about. And in case you're wondering why I'm rambling, not talking about the end of the world, it's because I'm waiting for something to happen. This is a documentary of my day on 2012, the 21st of December. Not the actual events of Cataclysm going on, because nothing's happened yet. If there was something crazy going on, some batshit insane weird things happening, I would be filming it. But nothing's happened. So here I am, talking to a camera. Essentially to myself. But really to you. Even though you can't respond. I mean, you can in the comments, but nevertheless, I'm rambling because I'm waiting for something to happen. And if something does happen, I'll go out and film it. But this is a documentary of just my day so far. So anyway, I think I'll cut it off here and I'll start filming a little bit in an hour or two. I don't know, one of those hourly or bi-hourly check-ins. Maybe I'll even go out and get myself a hot dog with ketchup only. And then get chased down by a murderous horde of Chicagoans. That'd be fun. Of course, I can't run. I'm pretty fat, man. My cardio is terrible. You know, I'm a tachycardiac for the most part. It's just like, dude, I can lift things, yeah. But you ask me to run, be like, that's okay. I'll let the zombies get me. Anyway, see you later, guys. You just wait for my next video. I'll get it up as soon as I can.